Dynasty Warriors 3 once again to get a start on the Wu Kingdom. Once again, going in character select order, we start with Cho Yu, and he starts with the Mountain Bandit campaign. While not sharing a moveset, he does share his first 2 weapons, meaning he can start with his second, the Steel Sword. Then the usual 5 items. All the times I had to play this stage, and I never noticed the character holding onto invisible reins. Cho Yu is very fun, especially his launcher when you follow it up with a triple mid-air slash. He's fast and decently strong, and while his Musou attack isn't that great for dealing with crowds, it's very good for wrecking individuals. You can juggle well with it, but the left to right swings don't really have a lot of range for dealing with those not in front of me. The last launching spinning slash is good too. Since recording his playthrough, I'd forgotten just how hammy his English voice actor is in gameplay. I was so used to hearing just his one cutscene line from Kirby. As for the stage, it's the Mountain Bandits. Apart from a few cases where the final officer changes, the stage never changes. Cho Yu reaches class 15 from this. His second stage is Hulao Gate. Wu characters start this stage in the lower west, west of the Fanshui Gate. Cho Yu has one of the best running attacks in the game, where he keeps running forward while throwing out several swings. I get to fight an officer here that you're unlikely to ever see as a Shu Wei character, Chao Tsen. I take him down along with Hu Chen. After that, the Fanshui Gate falls. Thing is, the stage after this is pretty much identical to a Wei playthrough of this stage after reaching the Fanshui Gate, so there is nothing left I can say about it. Like with Chang Liao last time in the future, I hang around Dong Chuo's area to rack up 1,000 kills. That's because it's easy to do here and gets me extra points. And when it's a character you enjoy beating up hordes with, why not? Plus, I just really need to make up for the point loss on starting with the Mountain Bandits. Cho Yu jumps to class 10 and gains 4 fighter bodyguards. Stage 3 is our first exclusive Wu stage, Assault on the Wu territory in autumn 197. It's a smaller stage like Mount Dingjun. After the allied leaders go home and start plotting for power, by the year 197, young warriors band together to try and invade the lands of Wu. But one figure stands in their way. I have to make sure I know where everyone is, as I must defeat a certain officer before another to unlock a new character. The opening cutscene has Cho Yu ride to catch up to Sun Ce and announce his intention to help him. He warns Sun Ce that someone is out there planning to attack him. Sun Ce says that Cho Yu expects too much of him, as he still doesn't have his own land. Their wives, the Chao sisters, show up to let them know that they're almost there, to which the two look at each other like, who are these? I start outside the fort in the northwest and get heading east. Inside, I first defeat Chang Ying and juggle Chen Heng to death with my Musou. Once the game gets caught up with their defeats, the east gate opens and I continue my journey east. Following the path northeast to the centre north of the stage takes me to a gate to capture. There's also the officer Mu Yi here, so I deal with him too. The path then turns south, and as I reach these archers, there's a gate right next to me into a fort to the west. Not yet though. I continue all the way to the south and enter the fort in the southeast corner. I demolish everyone who comes near me and take the gate in here. I'm specifically after the officer in here, Liu Yong, as I need to defeat him before another falls. There are 3 main officers here and all 3 must be defeated to complete the stage. They can be done in any order, so one isn't more important than the others. As I fight him, I get interrupted by a cutscene of Cho Yu telling Sun Ce that they won't make it in time and so they should divide their forces and attack on both sides. And Sun Ce's like, yeah alright. Liu Yong has quite a lot of health. I learn that the ending attack of Cho Yu's Musou attack is even better in its true form. I guess that's why the attacks before aren't as insane, it'd be too good otherwise. I immediately get a cutscene of Taisha Ce sitting down as Sun Ce asks him to join their army. Touched by the honour granted to a defeated general, Taisha Ce accepts. This is why I needed to defeat Liu Yong first. If Taisha Ce was defeated by my allies before Liu Yong falls, then I miss out on unlocking him. Now I can just take out the others. I head north into the northeast fort, taking out Cho Xin on the way. Inside the fort I find the second of the 3 leaders, Wang Lang. He is nowhere near as durable as Liu Yong and goes down in no time. There's also a gate to capture in here. Then comes the long trek to the southwest. The large centre area that is now empty is where Taisha Ce would be fighting if you didn't recruit him. As I reach the southwest fort, my allies have done a good job already. I run into the final leader, Yan Baihu. But first I take down his officer, Yan Yu. Yan Baihu is a bit like Wang Lang, a pushover. I even get a 22 hit combo on him because Cho Yu is just so good at racking them up. He goes down easily, unlocking me Taisha Ce. This is a pretty fine stage. It's one I was always happy to see for its length given all the stages I'll be repeating and how many Wu characters there are. Cho Yu reaches class 9 and his bodyguards become sergeants. Cho Yu stage 4 is Kirby yet again for one last detailed explanation, in vanilla DW3 anyway. We get a new cutscene of Huang Gai watching the boats being loaded while Cho Yu stares down at him lit by the moon. He then prompts Zhuge Liang to conjure the wind. Zhou Yu starts around the centre-south of the stage. Considering this is a joint Wu and Shu operation, the enemy layout is pretty much the same as the Shu version. I start by heading north up the centre ships. At the very end one I run into Dian Wei. With a single Musou attack I juggle him to death before he can do anything. I get heading west a little and deal with any soldiers waiting for Zhuge Liang to start with those winds. In the Shu version the fire attack pretty much goes off on its own, but since that was a Wu act, in this version I have to cover Huang Gai as he runs for the spot I just fought Dian Wei. If he falls, the attack fails. But considering I already emptied out that path, he's safe. I head all the way west and get moving north up those boats. After Huang Gai reaches his target and starts preparing, I defeat Cao Ren just as Chang He shows up. He somehow had less health than the generic Cao Ren. The fact that Musou attack itself can juggle so well is one, but the fact they bounce when they land in a way that allows you to jump slash them and keep the combo going is insane. I exit these boats to the north and claim the centre-west gate, and then head straight north to claim the northwest gate as well. Right after this the fire attack goes off. Moving east I capture the other northwestern gate, followed by the gates in the northeast corner. This sees me defeating Yue Jin just before dealing with that last gate. I get moving south while my reinforcements led by Guan Yu arrive. Continuing south I take the centre-east gate, followed by Cao Cao's own reinforcements appearing in the centre-north. Moving to the southeast corner to clear that out first, Xu Huang and his entire unit get wiped out. I move west to the centre and take out most of the remaining soldiers to lessen the chance of Sun Quan being killed. Then it's north through the centre towards Cao Cao. I remember Chang Liao giving me so much trouble on this stage when I first started this game. Now with such good items and a moveset as good as Zhou Yu's, I never even consider that anymore. While fighting him, Xun Yu got involved and was far more annoying, always interrupting. But once Chang Liao goes down I turn to him and make him pay. Cao Hong is next, followed by Cao Shu. That just leaves Cao Cao. Even with all that health, Zhou Yu's true Musou attack spam is too much for him. Building up a huge combo when I defeated Dian Wei made him drop Zhou Yu's third weapon, the Elder Sword. Zhou Yu reaches class 7 with 6 fighter bodyguards. His 5th stage is the Wu side of Hefei. The cutscene shows Lu Meng and Taisha Se looking over their army. Taisha Se says that this fight decides Wu's fate and that he would happily place his life on the line, to which Lu Meng tells him not to tempt fate. Meanwhile, Gan Ning is seen eating with his unit while they hide under the bridge. Then the camera decides to zoom in on his left nipple while it fades out. I don't know what that's supposed to symbolise. Swap out an item to have Zhou Yu start on the red hair, as I need the horse for what I want to do here. Zhou Yu starts in the middle village, but I ignore the battle and instead hang around Sun Quan for a few minutes, making sure to keep him in my sights. After not helping out Taisha Se and letting Chang Liao pump him full of arrows, Sun Quan will retreat to the southeast. He slowly inches his way to this bridge before discovering that it is broken. But we show up behind him begging him to jump the bridge, and the two do so together. I stay hanging around him though and let everyone else do the fighting for me. Eventually we get Chang Liao charging on Sun Quan. I knock him off his horse and juggle him into being my first defeat of the stage. I clear out the rest of his unit and get Sun Quan telling me the front line is up to me. The Wu counter-attack begins and I speed off ahead. First stop is the middle village to defeat Cao Chang and Jia Shu, followed by Xu Huang. The Wei reinforcements arrive and I put Xu Huang down. More officers have arrived in the village, many focused in the southeast, and so I stay there for a bit, defeating Li Dian, Cao Ren, Yu Jin and Dian Wei. As I head back towards Cao Cao, the Wu charge is successful, taking down Cao Cao without me needing to kill him myself, and ending Wei's role in Zhou Yu's Musou mode. I unlock Chang Liao for defeating him, and you've already seen his playthrough in the previous episode, and Sun Quan for jumping the bridge with him. Defeating Chang Liao when I did also made him drop the buckler, an item that prevents stumbling from blocking. Zhou Yu reaches class 6. His stage 6 is one we haven't seen in a while. It's Yi Ling but from the Wu side. The cutscene has Lu Xun staring off a cliff, as many characters in this game like to do, when a soldier informs him that the Shu army has camped. He tells the soldier to let everyone know that they attack at midnight. Zhou Yu starts in the northeast, just south of the bridge to Sun Quan's camp. A few steps south has me taking on Wei Yan, who goes down in no time. I have a couple choices from here and I choose to go east. I take the centre-east gate and get moving south. As I deal with this, Lu Xun orders the burning of the Shu camp. I take the next gate further south and keep moving, defeating Guan Suo and finding Guan Yu, who should definitely be dead considering this battle was a result of his execution. He still has another officer to defeat first and I quickly deal with Ma Dai. After that, Guan Yu is not a threat. Heading back north and west, Cao Yun has made it to around the area where I fought Wei Yan. He's also easily dealt with. The Shu army on this stage do not have their own equivalent to the incredibly powered up Lu Xun, Lu Meng and Gan Ning that you have to fight when playing Shu's perspective. I ride a huge distance west near the northwest corner, stopping to defeat Shamok and Huang Quan. Time to head south where I can see Sun Shangxiang beating up on Pang Tong. I take over and rob her of the kill because the AI doesn't gain points when they kill officers. The Manan gate leading south towards Liu Bei opens up, but first I ride east through the valley to defeat Chang Bao. I enter Zhuge Liang's Stone Warrior formation. While obviously intended to slow me down, by now I already know the way through it thanks to all those times I was collecting the stat boost items as the Shu characters. Lei Tong is at the entrance to greet me and I get rid of him. As I move on I get a cutscene showing my character getting lost. Moving deeper in, Wu Lan goes down. Getting through the exit triggers a cutscene of my character making it out and swearing revenge on Zhuge Liang. Now I'm free to wreak havoc on the southwest corner of the map. First Ma Liang, then the centre west gate captain. I ride past Liu Bei and Zhuge Liang to claim the final gate in the southwest corner. Zhuge Liang is still a total pushover and gets destroyed. Then a few minutes whittling down Liu Bei until he falls. This is the end of Shu in Cho Yu's campaign, both rival kingdoms defeated before the final stage. Cho Yu reaches class 5 and his bodyguards become guards. His final stage is one not seen since Shu, the Nanman campaign. The opening cutscene has Meng Huo and Chu Rong feasting when the soldier with the hilarious voice shows up and says that they are under attack. Meng Huo doesn't like to be interrupted and throws food at the guy. The two find the idea of Wu attacking them amusing and prepare for battle. Wu now has control over central China with Shu and Wei destroyed, but Sun Quan feels threatened by the rising power of the Nanman to the south and so he sets out to conquer them. This version of the battle is almost exactly the same as the Shu version, so I'll only cover it once on this side. I start in the centre north and ride a few steps south to hand Meng Huo his first defeat. Even the cutscenes after his defeats are the same. To the west to defeat Gao Ding, and once I get all the way I turn south. Wu Tugu is defeated and the gate is captured, followed by the second Meng Huo and Dong Tunei. All the way to the east next and then south to bring down Ahouinan and defeat Meng Huo a third time. I keep moving south and capture the centre east gate before I ride back up to the north and beat up the fourth Meng Huo. King Duosi is also killed around here. Down the centre west to take down Dai Lai Dongchu, the gate captain, then steal an elephant and use it to find and defeat Meng Huo yet again. Back north for his 6th beating before I get going down the centre east, taking that gate and defeating King Mulu and crossing to the south. Meng Yo is defeated and the gate captured. I take a detour to claim the southeastern gate, which I normally just ignore. I then move all the way west, taking out Chu Rong, Meng Jie and Meng Huo for a 7th time, making him submit. Clearing Musou mode with Cho Yu unlocks Xiao Qiao as a playable character. Cho Yu reaches class 4 and his bodyguards become warriors. The Wu endings take place on a boat, and this time Sun Shangxiang does the singing while Cho Yu watches. Gan Ning and Huang Gai drink together, then followed by Gan Ning drinking out of the massive gourd. Cho Yu and Huang Gai drink together while Huang Gai distrusts Cho Yu. One of Sun Shangxiang's warriors plays behind him and Sun Quan sits content. Time for his 4th weapon. On Chebi I have to defeat Xiahou Dun, who is in the same spot I fought Dian Wei, and Chang He, who could also be Xu Huang. A special item then appears directly south of Cao Cao's starting position in the centre north boat, though it takes a lot of killing before it's safe for me to try getting it. The ancient sword has a fire effect on Cho Yu's C2 and C5. Cho Yu reaches class 2 and his bodyguards are fully levelled. Now for maxing. A run of the Yellow Turbans maxes his defence. 4 runs of the Yellow Turbans has him reach class max and maxes his Musou bar and attack at once. 1 more maxes his life and 6 more incredibly quick runs max out his points. Now we move on to Lu Xun, who starts with Chebi, but at least he starts in a new position, in the southwest corner. Lu Xun is another pretty good one. His main weakness is his 2 swords having quite short range. However, his attack animations are fast and he has good charge attacks for dealing with groups. His Musou attack is a powerful spin that hits everyone around and moves without being too fast to be practical. But as we'll see later, Lu Xun's 4th weapon upgrades him from pretty good to pretty incredible. Heading north up the eastern side I defeat Wen Pin, Chang He, Yue Jin and the gate captains on the way to the northeast corner. Then I capture all the gates along the northern edge as I move west and defeat Li Dian. South along the western edge to take down Yu Jin and Xiahou Yuan, then east to defeat Cao Pe and Dian Wei, then finally north to the centre where I defeat Chang Liao, Cao Xiu, Cao Hong and finally Cao Cao himself. Lu Xun reaches class 12 with 4 sergeant bodyguards. Stage 2 for him is Hefei. Lu Xun starts in the middle village like Cho Yu, but since I don't need to hang around Sun Quan anymore to unlock him, I can play this stage normally. Chang Liao is hanging in the middle and I take him out first to prevent Taisha's death and the ambush on Sun Quan. I next cross the bridge to the west and get going up the hill where Xu Huang is charging down. Jia Shu is with him so I defeat him first and then take down Xu Huang. Lu Xun's C4 is so good, the way it stuns and then immediately follows up with a knockdown. If you're lucky, you can utterly destroy enemies with it. Back to the village to defeat Cao Chang before I continue to the northeast corner, where Lu Xun normally hangs out on the Wei version of the stage. Chen Ji goes down first, followed by Pang De seconds later, Cao Hong and Cao Pe, also claiming the gate in this corner. Heading all the way northwest, I attract the attention of both Xu Chu and Cao Cao at once. Xu Chu is a slight pain at first, but once I get a Musou out, I reduce him to a hit from death before he tries a weapon struggle that he loses and ensures his defeat. Before dealing with Cao Cao, I run down to the southwest area where I defeat Dian Wei. I run back up to the northwest to capture all the gates near Cao Cao to cut off his help, then I give him a second beating. I get Lu Xun's second weapon, the Wing Sabers. He reaches class 10 while his bodyguards become fighters. Stage 3 is a first for this kingdom, the battle at Fan Castle, in which I will play the Wu backup against Guan Yu's attack. I rush through this stage for the purposes of unlocking a character. We start riding alongside Lu Meng as they rush to Fan Castle. I start in the centre of the map on the ground floor. I head east and up the stairs to the top of the wall. I try to avoid wasting time on soldiers unless they're in front of me with crossbows. I run all the way south and quickly kill Guan Ping. I then run all the way north and then west to take on Guan Yu. He's got a lot of health, but it isn't quite Lord level health. As soon as everyone hits me enough to get the true Musous flying, it's over as the fire element cleans through the rest of his health. Guan Yu's soul becomes his brethren yet again, and I unlock Lu Meng for finishing this stage with him still alive. Lu Xun reaches class 9 while his bodyguards become majors. His fourth stage is Yi Ling. If this was Shu, I'd be bricking it over Yi Ling only being someone's fourth stage. But once you have the troublemakers on your side, it becomes much less stressful. I start on the bridge leading to Sun Quan's camp. To start with, I go south to kill Wei Yan, then to the southeast to take down Guan Suo, Ma Dai and... Guan Yu? I just watched him die. His soul literally became his brethren, whatever the fuck that means. He doesn't have his stage boss health this time, so I put him down for good. Back northwest to take on Chao Yun again and smack him to the ground. Continuing west for Huang Quan and south to defeat Yan Yan and steal the Pang Tong kill from Sun Shangshang again. Towards the Stone Warrior formation next, defeating Guan Xing on the way. As I go through it, Lei Tong and Wu Lang go down. On the other end I take down Zhuge Liang and Liu Bei, ending Shu's role in Lu Xun's Musou mode. I gain Lu Xun's third weapon, the Eagle, and he reaches class 7 while his bodyguards become guards. Stage 5 is the Nanman campaign. Lu Xun starts in the same spot Zhuge Liang does, slightly north of everyone else. But as I said, there is nothing else that can be said about my route through Nanman, so I skip to the end. These are the officers I defeated, and Lu Xun reaches class 6. Stage 6 is seeing the battle at Youting from the Wu perspective. This version starts with a soldier reporting that preparations are in place for Qiu Fang's betrayal. Sun Shangshang asks what Lu Xun thinks of this, to which he says that Sima Yi is too smart for this deception to last that long. Lu Xun starts in the centre south, so I just head up the path directly north of me. Following the path has me reunited with Xu Huang, who I forced to retreat once again. Chen Ji then rushes up, also wanting to avenge her defeat at Hefei. She gets defeated even faster. She limps away saying she got her sleeves dirty. She doesn't wear sleeves. Into the centre fort next where I swat Cao Xiu off his horse and put him down as well. As I head towards the northeast fort, Jia Kui speeds by on a horse, so I chase him down and deal with him as well. The northwest fort next where I defeat Chang Pe, and then the northeast fort where Dian Wei is close to death, but gets up during my cooldown animation and gets the last hit in to kill me. I take Dian Wei down first next time and then re-defeat almost everyone else. After the forts are taken, Qiu Fang's unit rejoins my side. Cao Xiu is taken down again next and I can now march on the northern end of the map without that unit in my way. Sima Yi is waiting for me and I wipe him out in no time. Cao Cao goes for me, but first I capture all 3 gates along the northern edge to cut off his help. Then a fiery juggle with my true Musou attack has Cao Cao running yet again. No level ups this time. Lu Xun's final stage is seeing the Wu perspective of the battle at Hefei Castle. The opening cutscene shows Lu Meng and Gan Ning training before Lu Xun shows up saying that tricks won't work in this battle, only believing in Wu's raw strength. And so, rather than defending the castle from an invasion, this time we are the invaders. Lu Xun starts in the centre south. The front door is locked and so I get moving to the northeast and go through the entrance there. I keep moving northeast, discovering the area with the bridge where Gan Ning starts when playing the Wei version. I cross the bridge to meet Xu Chu. You even get a unique cutscene of him here confronting you before the two run into each other. After having an easy time all throughout this mode, things do get a little tough as most enemies no longer die in about 3 hits. It takes a few minutes, but I eventually bring Xu Chu down. Xu Chu's death triggers a special item slightly northwest of here. I run up to the northmost point of the path second from the east to grab the item. As I travel back out the way I came, Sima Yi orders his ambush party to appear north of the front door. I run all the way back now the front door is open and go inside. I clear out the courtyard, the +8 attack dropped by Xu Chu being incredibly helpful, and then leave to travel up the western path. I capture the gate here and then head north up the passage, trying and failing to avoid getting shot by arrows coming from the walls. As I get past them and keep moving, the Wu reinforcements arrive. I reach the end of the passage and turn the corner to trigger Sumai's wind corridor trap. Just walk around the outside of it to avoid getting hit. Following the path eventually drops me off in the centre of the map where Lu Xun and Lu Meng would be waiting in the Wei version. This time it's Dian Wei, who I take down in no time, and Xiahou Yuan, who goes down even faster and grants me a much appreciated +8 attack. All the gates fall, and so I rush back south to help out Sun Quan against the Wei reinforcements. Cao Rui goes down, followed by Man Chong, and I spend a couple minutes mopping up their soldiers. This just leaves the northern end of the castle. I take the northeastern route, capturing the gate in the corner as Chang Liao shows up to start with me. He loses most of his health right away and tries to fall back, but I don't let him and get a big defense boost. Heading through the gate, it seems Sima Yi has fallen down from his spot up the stairs. I defeat him very easily, expecting him to be the end, since Cao Cao is dead by this point and he takes charge of the stage in the Wei version. But no, Cao Cao has survived to be the final boss this time. I take the gate to the west and run up those stairs, heading to the centre of the northern edge of the map to take on Cao Cao one last time. As usual, he takes a couple minutes due to a lot of health, but once again hitting me a lot lets me set him on fire with the true Musou and easily finish him off. Completing Musou mode with 2 Wu characters unlocks both Sun Ce and Sun Jian. The special item I got was the bodyguard manual, which makes bodyguards more powerful. My wing boots also got upgraded to +16. Lu Xun reaches class 4 and gains 8 bodyguards. This time Sun Quan watches his sister sing and dance, Lu Xun drinks with Cho Yu. We get the creepiest image when Huang Gai and Taisha Se check out a passing Da Qiao. Lu Xun lets a soldier look at his sword and then shows off his skills. By obtaining the bodyguard manual, I now also own every single item in the game. Now for Lu Xun's 4th weapon. On Yiling, I have to make it all the way through Zhuge Liang's stone formation and defeat Zhuge Liang himself with Gan Ning and Lu Meng still alive. So I take out Wei Yan, the gate captains, and Ma Chao in the southeast, taking Guan Yu's place, to remove the main threats against those two. Chao Yun as well on the way back. I then rush through on horseback, but take too long trying to clear a path, as Lu Meng gets defeated. Next time I die fighting Wei Yan. Next time I take out every single officer along the centre and southeast of the map so no one can kill them. Then I rush through the formation and make it out the other side. I defeat Zhuge Liang and trigger the appearance of the weapon in the northeast corner of the formation. I grab it and finish the stage. The Falcon may be the best 4th weapon in the game. It adds the death element to Lu Xun's very good C4, the attack that hits twice and only requires 4 button presses to get out. This is going to carry me all the way through to completing Extreme Legends. Lu Xun reaches class 3 and it's maxing time. 2 runs of Yellow Turbans max his defense, another to fully level the bodyguards and max attack. The next one gets him to class max, another one to max the Musou bar, 4 more runs to max out his health, and then 1 more run to max out his points. Next up is Taisha Se, who starts with Hulao Gate. If you've watched my Dynasty Warriors 2 video, you may remember me not being very impressed by Taisha Se, someone whose moveset could have been decent if not for abysmal range. Well, I'm glad to say that he's had a big improvement. He still lacks crowd control options that other characters do, but not to the extent he did in the last game. And he makes up with it with some very powerful attacks, perfect for taking on individuals with. Either he can just brute force beat them to death easily, or use his charge attacks to send them flying away. I have to say though, I hate the looks of his default rods, they just look so thin and flimsy. They'll be swapped out soon anyway. His Musou attack is a very good stun locking combo, dealing decent damage and sends the enemy rocketing off into the distance, which is satisfying. And while he's not Chang He levels, I think they did a decent amount of characterization with him compared to others. Being this defeated enemy general that joins those who defeated him rather than die due to them honouring him and then giving his life fighting for them is more than what I've seen from other characters in this game. But his first stage is Hulao Gate, so let's skip to the end. I killed these guys for these points. He reaches class 11 while his bodyguards become fighters. Stage 2 is a new Wu exclusive stage, Surprise Attack on Liu Biao in Spring 192, another smaller one. After Dong Chuo's death, Sun Jian finds the Imperial Seal in a well. Yuan Shao hears about this and has a messenger tell Liu Biao to attack Sun Jian as he heads home. He barely survives and swears revenge, setting his fleet to attack Liu Biao. The stage starts with Sun Ce asking his father to let him lead the front lines. Sun Jian accepts, expecting a good result from his son's first battle. He then tells the player character to look after him. We avoid arrows from archers on land and make it onto shore. Taisha Se starts on the boat in the southeast corner of the map. I start by capturing the gate in that corner. I then head all the way west from there, taking out every archer in my path. Just over halfway there, I turn north for a bit and take out the officer Huang Tu. Heading back towards the southwest corner, Taisha Se spots a nearby flag break off. I take the gate in this corner and get moving northeast to go up the path in the centre west. When I get near, an officer springs a trap and has several boulders drop down from the hills. We next see Sun Ce despairing over his crushed father, vowing to make Liu Biao pay. I continue to follow the winding path to the north as it turns east, defeating Chang Hu. Continuing the path to the southeast has me take another gate. I then head north to enter the fortress. As I enter, we get a couple officers come for me at once. First I take out my preferred Sub-Zero, Kuai Liang, and then Chen Sheng with my next Musou attack. Cai Mao shows up right after and I take him out as well. Before going for Liu Biao, I leave the fortress through the east exit and follow the path to defeat Lu Gong. Then back into the fortress and to the northwest to take down another gate captain. That just leaves Liu Biao, who's not very tough. I let him stab Da Chao for a bit to keep him distracted while I pump him full of arrows to kill him. That's a fun one among the shorter ones. Actually having your leader killed mid-stage helped set it apart from the others. I obtained Taisha Se's second weapon, the Spiral Rod. He also reaches class 10. Stage 3 for Taisha Se is Che Bi. I start in the same spot Lu Xun does, and I have covered Che Bi so many times now that I'm going to skip over the rest unless there's a new starting point. There are the officers I kill, and Taisha Se reaches class 8 with 6 bodyguards. For stage 4 we have Hefei. He starts in the middle village as well, and then I start by letting him take revenge on Chang Liao for all those deaths over the previous 2 episodes. To the north next to take down Cao Chang, then west to take down the fleeing Jia Shu and then Xu Huang. To the northeast next for Chen Ji, Pang De and Cao Hong. All the way to the southwest to defeat Cao Ren and Dian Wei. Then finally to the northwest to take down Xu Chu and finally Cao Cao. They all die and Wei's role in Taisha Se's playthrough is over. I gain his third weapon, the Wolf Slayer. He reaches class 6 with sergeant bodyguards. Stage 5 is one to skim over, the raid on Rogue Fortress. With the fall of Wei, it's Xu Chu forced to lead the bandits this time. Nothing else happens. Stage 6 is Yiling. Once again, since I start this stage in the same location as Cho Yu and Lu Xun, there isn't much to talk about since it was the most convenient to just do it the same route I did those times. There's the officers killed, Taisha Se reaches class 5 and his bodyguards become major warriors. His final stage is another one I'm skipping over with the Nanman campaign. He just happened to get saddled with a lot of the most repeated stages. Officers killed, Taisha Se reaches class 4 and gains 8 bodyguards. Taisha Se's ending has him watching Sun Shengshang, Lu Meng and Huang Gai drinking together, Lu Xun posing in front of the moon, and one last shot of Taisha Se relaxing. Time for his 4th weapon. This one has me playing a stage on a side we haven't seen yet, as it's found on the Assault on Wu territory on the Allied Forces side, the side Taisha Se was on when I unlocked him. To get the weapon to appear, I have to defeat every enemy officer except for Sun Ce. I start in the middle and take the route south, west and then north to the northwest corner, defeating Cheng Pe, Han Dang, Xiao Qiao, finding the wine for extra Musou bar in a pot nearby, and Cho Yu. Next I follow the path east and then south, defeating Da Chao, Cho Tai and ignoring Sun Ce. To the southeast fort where I take down Huang Gai and Chu Qi. But no weapon, looks like I screwed up somewhere, so I let myself get killed. Someone must have swiped a kill at the last second last time, as I do it all the same and the special item spawns in front of the centre north gate. I grab it and finish Sun Ce to keep it. The Tiger Slayer has a lightning effect on the C4 and C5. Taisha Se reaches class 3. Now to finish boosting his stats. I tried the Wu territory again to see how it is for grinding, but it's not very efficient, so it's back to the yellow turbans. 2 runs of it maxes both his attack and defence. The next run fully levels his guards. The run after gets him to class max and maxes his life. 2 more runs maxes Musou bar, then 5 speedy runs maxes out his points. Normally I've started a kingdom with just 3 characters in its first video, but since this one has been shorter than usual, I'll stick in a 4th with the first of the Sun clan, Sun Shangxiang. And she starts with the mountain bandits that I'll be skimming over. Poor Taisha Se having to be the one good character sharing a video with 3 greys. Sun Shangxiang is one of the fastest characters in the game, and she doesn't even start off anywhere near as weak as you would expect to make up for it. She's also got some of the best crowd control, with several attacks, normal and charge, that hit all around her with good range and decent damage. Even her Musou attack is like that. Covers all around her while stunning the enemy well with a final attack that covers a large area. But this is another repeated bandit stage, so we need to move on. On completing the stage, she reaches class 14. Her second stage is Che Bi, and she starts in the same spot Cho Yu does, meaning skipping this one too. What does go different is that I get killed just before delivering the killing arrow to Cao Cao. That was fun, having to add an extra playthrough to a stage I was really tired of seeing by now. There's the officer kill list. Sun Xiangxiang reaches class 11 and her bodyguards become sergeants. Her third stage is Hefei, and she starts in that same middle spot that the last three have, and so we're skipping this one as well. I gain Sun Xiangxiang's second weapon, the Crescent Chakram. There's the There's the defeated officers, and she reaches class 9 with the bodyguards being promoted to guards. Stage 4 for her is Yiling. And finally, a new starting position. She starts in the centre west by the gate where you fight her in the Shu version. To start with, I turn around and head south to defeat Yan Yan. I next head all the way north to take down Huang Quan. I steal his horse and head into the valley. This whole time I'm thinking about how all these times I've stolen her Pang Tong kill on the previous playthroughs, and now I'm actually playing as her, he doesn't even show up in the spot I've seen him before. I'm thinking she'll never be allowed that closure. I defeat Chang Bao in here, allowing Chu Ran to survive in his charge to the Shu camp for once. I continue to that trio of officers I can see on the map to the east. First Chao Yun goes down, and then Pang Tong reveals himself to have been here all along, and I'm very happy to finally let Sun Xiangxiang kill him this time. Guan Xing is also nearby, so I kill him too. The Shu camp is finally set alight, and I bet Wei Yan is just happy to not be the first one dying this time. To the southeast now, and while Guan Xing managed to make his way out of that section, his serial timeline contradictor father didn't, and I make him obey history yet again. Through the Stone Warrior formation next, so Lei Tong and Wu Lang go down. That just leaves her to defeat Zhuge Liang and end this battle by killing her husband Liu Bei, ending Shu's role in this playthrough and paying him back for what happened in his version of Yiling. I hope you liked seeing her get some detail on a stage's events, as next is Nan Man yet again. Skip. I do at least get her third weapon here, the Lunar Chakram. She killed Vislor and reached class 6. Sun Xiangxiang then becomes the first character to get 2 bandit stages, as her stage 6 is the Rogue Fortress. Is Chang Fei leading again? I suppose he has been completely absent from her playthrough until now. I get an odd glitch where his introduction cutscene plays twice in a row. I get the most points I ever had from this stage, and Sun Xiangxiang reaches class 5. Her final stage is Hefei Castle. But first I'm getting her 4th weapon, which is found at Youting. All I have to do is defeat Cao Shu, but it takes a couple tries. First I die fighting Chenji, and then I die fighting Chenji, and then I get killed by an officer right after killing Chenji. But on my 4th try, I killed Cao Shu and the special item spawns dead center right in front of me. The Soul Chakram has no element, just better stats. Sun Xiangxiang also reaches class 4. Now for Hefei Castle. I start in the same centre-south spot that Lu Xun does, but since I don't need to defeat Xu Chu for that item, I start by going northwest and taking that entrance into the castle. Through the wall of arrows. Sun Xiangxiang's C6 is amazing for dealing with large groups of enemies. It hits all around her in a circle with decent range and hits them all multiple times, so soldiers who try to sneak in for a hit will likely get caught in it as well. But for the most part this time, I ignore a lot of the enemies to run right past them, past the wind trap and down to take on Dian Wei. Once he fails to block an attack, it's no time before he goes down. Xiahou Yuan next, and trapping him in a corner and beating me close to death lets me get the fire effect on my true Musou to weaken him enough that he falls just as fast as Dian Wei. Now to the northeast, and while I'm running along and avoiding fights, I'm just left thinking how much I enjoy the music for Wu's version of this stage. I can't tell why, but it just gives off a different vibe than all the other Final Battle Between Two Kingdoms themes. I defeat Xu Chu for that +8 attack he drops, and then get taken on the north section for the last few officers. Chang Liao first, then Sima Yi, and a surprisingly quick fight against Cao Cao before I bring him down. My wind scroll gets upgraded to +17, and Sun Xiangxiang reaches class 3 with 6 fighter bodyguards. Since it would be cruel to make the player character sing and dance for everyone in their own ending, for Sun Xiangxiang's ending they have Diao Chan do it instead. Sun Xiangxiang drinks with Sun Quan, then they have a conversation while Lu Meng tries to eavesdrop. Huang Gai poses for the moon, and Sun Xiangxiang shows off her martial arts skills. That just leaves maxing her out. A run of the Yellow Turbans maxes her defense. Another run fully levels the bodyguards. The next run maxes her attack. The one after maxes her Musou bar. The next one has her reach class max. 4 more runs to max out her life, and then 2 more to max out the point counter. And that is where we'll be leaving it this time. Shorter than usual even with more characters covered, but that's what happens when there's more repeated content to gloss over. Whether or not the next part will have me finish off the vanilla version of this game is hard to say. I still have 8 more Wu characters to cover, along with a quick look at the 9 other characters while I grab their 4th weapons and level them. That's a total of 17 remaining characters. but they don't have Musou modes to cover, and there's only one new stage remaining for me to talk about with the last 8 Musou modes, so we'll see.